Y'all can't tell me that wasn't a political rally. Y'all cannot tell me they did not use that man's funeral to rally up the base. Y'all cannot tell me they played with God in that damn room, walking around with a cross. Are you Jesus? Saying that this man is immortal and that we will avenge him and we have to take back our country. Baby, it's giving Klan. It was reminding me of something that I saw in movies that I thought I would never see in person. And yes, there was some Uncle Toms in the room. You know, black Christians feel like they Christian before they black and they ignore their blackness and they become political pawn. And when they're no longer needed, it's going to be too late. I do have to say this to black Christians that support CK and the far right. When it's time to get put in chains and pick up your job description, your ass better be in line first. That was a political rally. And honestly, I hope this man can rest and people can stop using his name to enforce violence. But what do I know? Y'all don't listen to black women anyways.
If somebody ever takes me clean out and a week later, my old lady is on stage saying she forgives them, I'm going to have to pop out from the grave like Jesus did and see about you. Because you can't be serious.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That young man, I forgive him.
And why is y'all clapping? Y'all might as well just go ahead and spit on my grave at that point. She not saying the quiet part out loud, and we all know. She need to say that she actually thanks him as the new CEO and the board chair. She thanks him for his services. And I understand that a part of grief is forgiveness. But a week later, and even if I did forgive you, which I probably wouldn't, I'm certainly not going to get on the stage in front of thousands of people and take the high road. Hell no. And again, y'all mad at us because we not grieving the fact that he got clipped. His wife forgave that man already. What we got to do with it?
So black and white people are now coming out to react to Erika's, speech during the husband's, memorial. A lot of people are reacting to it. When she said, I forgive him. So many people said, if it was, would you have forgiven him? Or because it's, why is it that nobody's talking about it? Like, a lot of people are reacting to this and like, the only reason why this is happening is because we all know why, right? They actually expected it to be somebody else, but somehow it wasn't. And now forgiveness is what they are given. Like, a lot of people are like, if it was, so person, like, are you sure you would have still stand by your Christian values and forgiven the person, not minding what country or what state, like the Utah governor said? Anyway, guys, let's get into the video. I have other clips for you guys, then I'll come back with the commentary. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, and credit to our creators on this video. Let's go watch.
That right there is a very strong woman in faith. She forgave him. Erika Kirk forgave Charlie's murderer. Christ says in the Bible, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He said that up on the cross. And she is a Bible believer. I'm seeing a lot of people on here saying, oh, she's faking it. Oh, and the award goes to, that's gross. That's just sick. You go in there and have the strength to be able to do that, to be able to stand in front of thousands, in front of the world and say, I forgive my husband's murderer. That is for her soul. That is releasing her from all the evilness. He will still get justice. He will still get what he deserves. But she is free. Just like she said, I'm going to let the state and the government decide what his outcome is, because she does not want the blood on her ledger. She does not want anything keeping her out of heaven and to be able to spend the rest of her life with Charlie, her eternal life. And the only way that you can ever understand that is if you read your Bible. We all witnessed a movement last night.
During Charlie Kirk's memorial today, his wife Erika gave a speech in which she says she forgives the shooter that took her husband's life. Check it out.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That young man. I forgive him.
She didn't just talk about forgiveness. She also talked about the moment she saw her husband's body at the hospital. She described arriving to the hospital in Utah, seeing his body, the wound, and describing how much shock and heartbreak she felt. She talks about how even during that moment, she gets a little bit of comfort because he had a slight smile on his face, signaling that he did not suffer, and the doctors told her the same as well. She talks about how she believes he died doing what he believed in. And of course, she emphasized that his mission will not die, and of course, she is now the new CEO of Turning Point USA. Overall, her whole speech emphasized choosing faith over hate.
See, hold up. Hold up. See, I'm confused because you talking about something you forgave him. But that's not what you were saying last week. Last week you were saying, and I quote, the world shall know pain. And I was very concerned. Like, I didn't make a video about that, but I was like, no, what have you been talking about? Like, I see you on there with a stern face talking about some, we do not know what we have unleashed on this country, that everybody shall feel the wrath. And I'm trying to figure out, like, bitch, you talking to me like I was in Utah. I've never been to that state. You said hell have no fury and the rapture ain't got shit on you. Verbatim your words. Now all of a sudden you forgiving niggas. Bro, he 360 no scoped your husband. And I see people in the comments like, she a Christian, so she has to forgive him. I don't know. I feel like God would have let you slide. I feel like God would have let you slide on this one. Personally, that's what I think. I don't know what the speech wrote before you found out the race. I don't know. It's giving like, oh, I want to be mad, but found out the shooter was white, so now I gotta pretend like I'm not about to almighty push the United States off the fucking map and shit. Like, okay, I don't know. It wasn't giving. I'm ready to forgive last week. That's all I'm saying. Little suspicious in my book. Also, did anybody give the memo to Trump? Like that? Did that nigga know it was a memorial ceremony? But he up there talking like he came back from vacation and wanted to tell niggas. That nigga said, see, Charlie, he forgave his enemies. Not me, nigga. Not Big DD, nigga. I wish I would forgive somebody, nigga. Y'all think I'm forgiving my enemies? Hell no. I'll be caught dead before I do. I mean, no.
While Erika led with forgiveness,
I forgive him.
Trump took a different route.
He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them.
Spreading hate at a Christian memorial. Wow. Well, at least Stephen Miller kept the peace.
They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen.
An army? Steve, that's not very peaceful.
And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing.
Wow, he really knows how to bring people together. What are your thoughts on these speeches? And what do you think they're really meant to do?
Let me be true. Let me be truthful with you guys, right? I don't know how to start today's video. I don't know how to end it. I don't even know what to say anymore. Yeah, forgiveness is king. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is not really for yourself. It's not really for the other person, but for you yourself. Because when you hold someone on the ground and you said, I will make sure you won't stand up, trust me, you are still going to be on that floor. You will not stand up. So forgiveness is not just for the other person, but for you. If you really want to move on, but you have to forgive. And I ask again, if you ask me, do you think it's okay? Do you think she would have forgiven if this person came from another country, from another state, or the person looks like another person, that is not them? Do you think that she would have forgiven? And why are they not talking deeply about this and try to find out why the guy did whatever thing he did? Because what he did was wrong. It was a bad thing. And he needs to face the law. Because if you do the crime, you have to face the law. You have to do the time. And now he is being forgiven. Does it mean that now that she has forgiven him, he has to leave the prison and go back to his parents? I just want to understand what area of forgiveness. Does it mean that, I forgive you, but you just need to face the law? Or I forgive you, now you guys need to release him to go back into the street? Because all this while, they told us that the reason why they voted is because they want the criminals to be deported. And this guy fall into that category. Yes, he cannot be deported because that's his country, right? But what happened to facing the law? Because that is your country and you acted like those illegals that they want to send away, right? Those illegals that they took to El Salvador. I think that, justice just have to happen, because you know what, Charlie, I don't think Charlie would have done that, because he said empathy is a made-up word. So do you think he would have forgiven? Because I don't know him, like I always say. Do you think he would have forgiven? Because this whole thing is somehow, a lot of people said she said it and there was no tears. She didn't feel any form. But like I always say, okay, people feel emotions in different ways. There are people who will shed tears. There are people who will try to force the tears and still the tears won't come out. Okay, so I don't use tears to judge a person's heart. That's me, because I have actually grieved in my life. Okay, and I understand the fact that the way you grieve is not the way the next person grieves. So I don't use that to judge her, right? She did her video and all that. But yeah, aside that, did you guys actually see the video, the speech of what's that man's name, the immigration man? Did you hear his speech? Yes, did you hear it? Then did you hear Trump's speech where he said, Charlie, the problem he has, he doesn't agree. The only thing he doesn't agree with Charlie is the fact that he forgives his enemies, that he doesn't forgive his opponents. He wished them bad. So a lot of people started calling him out. And like, he is not supposed to say such word than to unite people. As a president, as a leader, you need to be the, the uniting factor, okay, between both parties. You should not say, oh, I'm only called for these people that love me and you hate these other people. Jesus doesn't do like that, right? Because if you say we are Christians, we have to act like Christ's children, like Christ-like. We have to act Christ-like. The way Christ will act, that's how we should act. Coming online to really talk about that, and coming on such a podium, such a stage where you have a lot of people who are not just Republicans, that are palm-colored people, black people, people who love Charlie, who want to be there. A lot of them attended. It was like a revival, you guys. I watched some clips from the memorial and it was like a revival. It was like a crusade, because that was it. That was an altar call. There was a time for people to give their life to Christ. And the least thing you would have expected was for somebody to utter such words in such a place where you're making an altar call and asking people to give their life to Christ. And all of a sudden, you're saying you don't like your enemies or your opponents. Okay. So people are not calling them out and like, this is not what they were expecting, okay? And would they have also forgiven if it was? That has always been the question in the mind of a lot of people. Will they have actually forgiven, or they are only doing that because of this? Like, are they doing that because of it, or they are doing it because truly from the heart, no matter who it was, we would have still forgiven? Okay. Anyway, guys, let's have your own take. Like, let's have your own take about today's video. This Erika's speech. Let's have your own take, okay, in the comment section. And please consider subscribing if you have not already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. And credit to all creators on this video. See you guys on my next. Bye, guys.